logged in that it was a different picture, right? That it was that?
Yeah.
Well, without the play symbol?
Maybe it's a security limit for broadcasting things. That it won't show custom images.
That's dumb. I put my custom image on there so people could see it.
Because I know it's a. Every single person's personal image, it would just default to one of the system set ones.
Which I could understand, except the difference is...
We're playing in French again.
Why does it keep doing that? Where is...
Now we're Russia.
So, turn this way down. Just so that...
Yeah, just so it would just avoid...
Well, what I was saying was... I would follow that logic if it weren't for the fact that when I changed it to Nathan Drake, it was still showing my Spider-Man profile picture. So it just lags behind one image.
Oh.
I don't know why it does that.
Okay, because like if you show something inappropriate on your profile or whatever, the system would kick you or something. I don't know, but like.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway,
so this I don't think this is 2-player, but it's just having somebody else to riff off of and having another voice actor to do characters.
Did you play some of this already?
I did hit start at least once, but I don't want to continue.
That's a great starting image.
And then the world ended. Blink. Why is everything
We're starting off with literally nothing.
Why did they animate him blinking and everything else is frozen?
I think it's kind of the point. Is the world frozen?
Rinko. No. Rinko? God damn it, Rinko. I don't know if that's the accent he's supposed to have. Erika.
Is he Hispanic now?
Yes. I didn't mean for him to be. I was going to try and do Japanese, but that did not work. No one wants to talk about it, so I won't either. But it's the narrator just gives up.
The narrator gives up on the first line.
Arrivederci, arrivo before this battle even begins. But it's all that's on anyone's mind these days. Mysterious things are happening all around Shibuya. Sightings, attacks, disappearances, fear. I don't know if you picked up. I'm doing a whisper growl. Chairs.
Oh, it's not a narrator. It's the kid thinking.
Oh. Really deep voice kid. How was a kid like me supposed to be a kid in a time like this? But honestly, Ryota never really was like most kids.
Oh,
no, this is still
maybe
a
it is a narrator. Okay.
Context. There is none. I should have just been doing this.
That line sounded like it was just the kid thinking about himself, but now it's like, what?
He's not usually glued to his phone all day. Phone. Oh, I get a select thing.
Select a thing. Okay, so the Kirigawa vanishing.
Kirigawa vanishing.
The Marunachi vanishing. The bathroom vanishing. I understood one of these words.
Which one do you want to go with? The gibberish or the one you understand?
Which one did you go with last time? Did you make it this far?
I don't think I did.
No?
I'm pretty sure I hit start, and I think I looked at the guy blinking, and then I turned it off.
Okay. Let's just go to the top one first. Let's just go in order.
Ryota's concerns bring him... I'm not going to do that voice all the time. That's... Ryota's concerns bring him to a mysterious case file posted online. It's titled Kirigaoka Vanishing. He reads it to himself the best he can. Having tracked enough...
Okay, so
how do I do a kid voice?
Does this kid only talk in passages?
No, this is the kid talking, so I'm going to try and do a kid voice. Having tracked another report of dark fog through the area, I arrived to find it had passed, leaving dreary rain hanging over the neighborhood.
At the scene, all we found were the clothes of a mother and a son, left behind like 2 molted cicada shells. It's hard to even imagine. A parent and her child just gone. Precious lives snuffed out forever. My heart sank knowing that I had failed to protect them. It was the worst feeling I'd ever felt. As if on cue, the rain started pouring down.
So Thanos snapped people out of existence and this kid blames himself?
Yeah.
Curse you, Thanos.
I couldn't stop him.
Curse my metal body, I wasn't fast enough.
Kid's a robot.
Heavier and heavier it fell with each passing minute, but I couldn't be bothered to take out my umbrella.
Wait, what?
What?
Was there actual rain and then...
Yeah, it started raining and then he was
Okay.
like, no, I'm too sad to pull up my umbrella. I'm just going to freeze to death. Get hypothermia because I'm sad.
That's when the obvious culprits returned to the scene of the crime. A group of monsters. The most obvious suspects. They had umbrellas of their own, as if rain followed them wherever they go. I was furious.
Like those cartoon clouds over top just the one specific person.
Yeah.
Like, it's just...
Just tiny cloud. It's like a foot big. Foot by foot cube. It's a square cloud.
Square cloud.
PS1 era cloud. Cloud strife in the shape of a box. Just raining on everyone's parade.
And yeah.
And that's why they named the next character Squall. I was furious. I brought hell down onto them at the very moment. They tried to protect themselves with the umbrellas, but because those are shields now. Umbrellas aren't very effective
they're
shields.
Metal umbrellas.
Umbrellas of God.
Umbrellas built with like the SWAT team bulletproof vest material.
Yeah, they're Kevlar umbrellas.
But I just kept pounding on them until they were battered and broken. I was so exhausted I could have fallen over at any moment, but my utter wrath kept me going. As I picked up to leave, I still refused to open up my own umbrella. I just walked away, rain pouring and soaking me to the bone. KK. GG, bro. The culprit left this as a message. GG.
Oh, we do.
Oh, we're reading. Okay, that's not a storyline. We're just reading news articles.
Yeah, we're just reading the news. Game excitement. CNN, the video game. It's all fake.
I mean,
news.
it looks like it in the top.
Yeah, it almost does. It's like this weird NWI with an underscore. I don't know. Those aren't shapes for sure. Oh.
Do you have to read all three of these to continue?
I think we do. Crap. All right, yeah, you take this one.
Unable to shake the idea that monsters are all around him, Ryota navigates on his phone to a document called the Monuochi Vanishing. I'm going to pretend I know how to pronounce that. The language is complicated, but he works to understand it. It says, I got a tip on a missing woman from Marunachi. When you've been I cannot read. When you've been a detective as long as I have, you tend to build up a big network of contacts. The story my contact told me was that they saw the woman one day when the fog rolled in. It blanketed the area and then poof, she was gone. Times like these make me wish a certain somebody was around.
Morgan Freeman.
Certain somebody. Are we supposed to know who this guy's talking about?
No, we're not. It's just supposed to be mystery.
Come to think of it, the fog and these disappearances set the scene for when I first met the rest of my crew. Everybody kept talking about folks just up and disappearing, and I thought it was a load of horse. Okay, I'm not saying that. It wasn't until I met them and until my encounter that I believed. Ever since then, I've been haunted by what I would have called what I would have.
So I'm going to have to kill you.
Fair enough.
That makes sense.
When I reached the scene, I spotted a woman's handbag. Found the missing lady's ID cards in there. Then I came across some clothes that looked like they could have been hers. They were in a little pile, but the way they had fallen made it clear her body had just vanished. No mistaking whose handiwork it was either. I'd finally managed to get my hands on a solid enough lead to work with. KK.
GG, bro.
And then we got the mysterious bathroom.
There's something odd about this bathroom. It was clean.
Everyone else is dead body and his bathroom's just scrubbed clean.
What made this strange was that it was McDonald's bathroom.
Could monsters really live among us? Find out on page 5. These case files say that yes, they absolutely can. And do, according to this one. And only this one. All other articles are nonsense, trust me. A lady called me about a missing person who I think these are supposed to be from the same person, KK. So maybe we should try to give a consistent voice.
The one person reporting on these occurrences.
Yeah. Alright, I'll switch back to detective voice.
A lady called me about a missing person who vanished from the bathroom of her apartment. Usually I'd brush it off as another runaway, but after seeing the crows circling above her apartment, I had a feeling there'd be more to this. The black stains on the front door verified my hunch. Ink. Always ink. Turns out that I'm the only one that can see these black stains.
I feel like there's a joke there, but I don't know what it would be.
The lady who lived there and showed me in had no signs of noticing it. She showed me the bathtub and gave me a play-by-play of what happened.
Alright, so Morgan takes the field. James heads like football play-by-play.
He's running. He's making a run for it. Oh!
In the bathroom.
In the bathroom.
He's turning on the sink. Oh, he reached for the cold water, not the hot water. He's tripping. He fell in the shower. He's out cold. The signs were all there.
DualShock 4
my controller disconnected.
yeah, because it's not a two-player game.
I'm not using the controller, so whatever.
Her boyfriend was taking a bath longer than usual, and so he went to the bathroom. So she went to the bathroom, because he was already in there.
He went to the bathroom after already being in the bathroom.
He went to the bathroom to check on himself being in the bathroom. I'm going to skip that line, because I've already botched it enough.
When she opened the door, her boyfriend was gone, and for a short instant, there was a reflection of an old shrine on the surface of the bathwater. I rubbed my finger on the rim of the bathtub, and there was a transparent, sticky, slime-like substance on it. Ink. Always ink. Reflection of a shrine shown on the water's surface. I feel like you already said that. I'll need to talk further with my team about this incident, to see if these things ring any bells. I purged the black stain on the front door and then left the scene. Poor lady. What will she do now? What can any of us do? KK. KKK.
Oh, you only got... Wait, do we got another article on the same thing?
The Kirigaoga vanishing.
Because the other two just disappeared.
Yeah, the other two.
Is there a new one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You be narrator.
In these posts, the kid had found something. Or rather someone. Someone called KK had been looking into monsters in this part of town. A believer, just like Ryota. Social media would never lie. The kid's smiling now.
He knows the narrator's joking.
The internet would never lie to me. The media told me it would never lie.
Oh, man.
I trust
the amount of we can take that sentence apart this all day if we want to.
Yeah. Social media would never lie.
Social media would never lie, and that means KK is an expert, maybe the expert in all things paranormal. Yeah, that's a logical conclusion to jump to.
Nah, he's just rich. He's paying for the propaganda. This is the kid.
There's only one thing left to do.
Having pored over every story, post, and grainy photo about local monsters he could find, Ryota prepares to take action.
I'm gonna ask this KK guy to help. Just gotta figure out where he lives first.
Don't you have text messages, maybe email contact? You could, or is KK just like incredibly seclusive?
Nah, all we know about him is the initials KK.
We can remember that.
There's nobody else on the planet with those initials. Nobody would ever have the initials KK.
Kyle can.
Shut
up. Sagasu.
Yeah, Japanese Google. Oh, look, they're advertising their own game.
He literally just typed in the emojis for devil ghost.
Wow. Well, emojis are universal.
We can't use words here. I mean, I guess that's typical for teenage social media contacts, I guess.
This text box is just going to stay up for a while.
Dear Mr. Investigator.
Oh, now he's looking at us.
I know what you did. You might be watching my game, but I'm watching you play my game. And I'm watching them watch you play my game. Anyway.
I'm just gonna fade out of existence now.
Thanos snap.
Yo.
Dear Mr. Investigator person, hello.
Come on, you
how
gotta
are
do
you?
a voice.
I don't know what kind of voice I'm supposed to do here.
Just like totally not care. That's the person that you're looking at.
Yeah. Dear Mr. Investigator person, hello. How are you? I am not good and I need your help. Monster's got my best friend, Sasuke. Spam.
Throwing that one away.
There's another one of these.
Alright, so let's settle this. I'm gonna play the detective and the kid, and you do the narrator and
This bored Rinko chick, I guess.
yeah, and then we'll trade off on whoever's else.
Rinko sits up in her chair. She's zeroed in on one of a dozen monitors from across a makeshift command center stuffed into this cramped Tokyo apartment. I never understand this number of monitors. Like, I mean, I get there's a lot of information to process and everything, but this seems excessive.
So many of them are literally copy paste. That monitor, that monitor, that monitor, that monitor are literally the same thing. There's some copy paste stuff down there on the left. Yeah, it's all this is a power drain and a mess. There's no way you're upkeeping this as properly as you think.
And she's only got 3 keyboards. I mean, like, I know you can swap between monitors and stuff like that, but you need a lot more keyboards than that to work this thing.
Where's the mouse?
Either that or just use one keyboard and connect them all to the same thing. Like, why 3 keyboards? Where are the computer systems? I never understood this
I
stuff.
think, yeah, this setup is so broken. The only one who can make it work is Batman. That's it. You're not Batman.
It happened near the manhole. Please help me get him back.
Just zero enthusiasm.
Data flies across the screens, seemingly too much. Yeah, that's what we were saying.
There's no way you can comprehend all this at once.
Charts and graphs, maps and mathematical equations, even social media feeds and open case files. Somehow, through all these screens and all of that clutter, Ryota's message catches Rinko's eye. Sounds desperate, but it could just be some bored kid trolling us. Yeah, spam.
Dismissed. Game over.
Calm and confident, Rinko insists on balancing compassion with skepticism in her analytical approach. On the other hand, that manhole... Yeah, I was having that problem this morning. On the other hand, that manhole is within the vicinity of several recent incidents. Maybe he is involved. We're bringing in God now.
The one and only he.
She knows what she thinks, but she also knows no one can protect Tokyo all by themselves. Trusting your teammates is the only way to keep everyone safe.
The power of friendship. It's the only way to live.
And sparkle dust.
Sparkle dust.
What do you make of it, Ed?
Alright, I'll be this guy.
Ed squints and takes a single deep breath as he turns to the screen. He has something to say, but holds it back because the narrator talked first. Technology is easy. People are hard. Instead of speaking up, he places a small recorder on his desk. He presses play, and as the audio begins to roll, Ed turns and walks away, so you don't get a line, I guess.
No, he freaking
he
he records
recorded
voice
himself.
lines and doesn't talk. Ugh, I hate that trope. That's so annoying. It's like, what did they call her? I forget what her name was.
On what?
Steins Gate, nicknamed Shining Finger, where she only talked through text messages on her phone. She never actually spoke.
The only girl I knew the name of in that show was Cece.
No.
I don't know.
Talk with his face all covered up like he's holding himself. I've heard intriguing stories about so-called manhole girls in Japan. Vengeful ghosts of bullied students said to trickle their children into following them into the sewer.
Just talk with your mouth completely covered.
Yeah. From where they never return. If any information turns up about such anomalies, I'd be keen to investigate, though I speak purely out of personal interest. I love jumping into manholes and climbing around into sewers. So any stories you can pick up about that, let me know. It might not be enough to make the rest of my team pursue it without further evidence.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'd say to that too. Just okay. Why you no talk? Safe to say, since you somehow found the time to record something this specific about a single urban legend that you want to look into it.
Intonation was correct, yes.
Ed is already engrossed in other work. He doesn't respond. He certainly doesn't notice when Rinko rolls her eyes. He rarely does. Probably best we have no idea how you spend your free time, Ed.
I already told you, jumping in the manhole.
Hello, girl. Erica has been sitting next to Rinko this entire time, listening and waiting for the right time to chime in. That time is...
Want me to check it out?
We'll end there. We've had the 21-minute mark. I'll stop.
Screech at her.
Woohoo!
Yeah!
Cheers!
Alright. I'll call it there, because I'm having trouble breathing.